episode of Called In Sick. We're the Six. I'm Bree.
I'm Mike, and I called in sick today.
For anyone that doesn't know, Sick is our last name. So we get that punny.
Is that really your last name?
Yes, it is. But we're approaching 10 years tomorrow together. How do you feel?
High five.
Hand hug.
I feel great. I feel really great, actually. 10 years, a long time.
10 years is a long time, a whole last decade. I don't really remember life without you.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Meeting at the tattoo shop and then doing all the stuff that we've done to now. I don't think anybody really knows, but we operate and run 4 businesses daily. I'm in school full time.
We do things. We do big things. Go big or go home. That's my motto. That's our
It's
motto.
like team no sleep constantly.
Sick.
It's so sick.
Sick. We're sick. I'm calling in sick tomorrow.
We can't do that. We have too much shit to do.
But anyways.
Yeah, so coming up on our 10-year anniversary, been married for almost 3. That's crazy too.
Ooh. To all you married folk out there. What's up?
Oh my god. People are gonna be like, these two are out of their mind.
It's alright.
I feel like people already think that about us. Like we're already out of our mind, or how do they do the shit that they're doing?
Yeah, but it's been so great.
I know.
The past 10 years.
It really has been. We're actually very lucky. I feel like a lot of people don't get this opportunity to find like an actual best friend, actual person you enjoy being around all the time.
Absolutely. I mean, it is just one of those things. It's a fairy tale thing you hear of.
And people don't believe us when we say, like, we never argue. Or, like, how could you work with your significant other day in and day out?
It's actually great. It's probably one of the best things that I think we've ever done, being able to work alongside each other. I mean, that is the goal, right? You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's so freeing for one, but when you have a person who's going to sit there and support you no matter what obstacle you're going through or whatever changes that you're going through in life or like the world itself, it's nice to know that you have someone there. When I feel like a lot of people that work with their significant other, they always bicker and argue and fight, and you can see it.
Yeah.
And you can feel
people
it.
wear it like crazy.
And that's just something that I feel like we've been congratulated on this entire time doing what we do. That we have stayed so positive, and no one has ever seen a crack because there isn't any. Like we don't crack. I mean, sure we disagree on things, but we've never slammed a door. We've never raised our voices. We've never driven away or spent a night, separate. Short of if we had to go see a family member or do something where the other couldn't go, but never like intentionally spending nights without each other.
This is us.
This is every night. We talk about dumb shit and what goes on during the day. And every night, the constant that we have in our life is this. And this is what we love the most, and we wanted to share it.
Yeah, I feel like, a lot of you guys out there, especially if you're new to our podcast and our channel and stuff, not a lot of people know a lot about us because we stay so busy. So we did kind of want to put a few things out there and kind of let people know where we were at, where we're coming from, and who we are, so that everyone's not in the dark. I like the dark.
I feel like people are in the dark, but there's also a lot of assumptions out there about who we are, not even just like together, but individually. And I feel as though this is as raw as we can get. Like, there are no camera crews, there are no makeup artists, there are no stylists, there's nothing fake about where we're sitting in our actual living room. So we hope that this podcast reaches people in like makes them realize that being real is the best thing that you can do in this life with how social media actually is. And that's like a big topic for us too. Like, we grew up in a time, I mean, you're 8 years older than me, but
Yeah, so if everybody doesn't know, I'm old as shit. I'm the ripe age of 38.
I'm trailing behind at 30.
So yeah. Common misconceptions.
But we grew up with no social media, really.
I don't even have a phone till I was 19 years old.
That's so strange to me. I mean, I was like 13 or 14 when I got a phone, but like to see the progression of social media and how people rely on it so much and how so much of it is fabricated is actually like sickening for, I feel like, our generation and older. So we're trying, I guess, to not get left behind at the same time by doing a podcast and doing the other ventures that we have going on that we'll get into in a couple other episodes, but
yeah, further down.
You always say you hate social media. You could live without it.
It's funny, and I did for so long. I mean, I'm just not a big social media guy. I mean, I didn't, I always thought that was like flashy and I'm kind of just the kid in the back, the underdog, whatever you want to call it, kid in the dark.
The boy got it.
Yeah, the boy got it.
Shout out Theo Vaughn. We'd love to have you as a guest, man.
But for real.
Further down the road.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't even have really a lot of technical computer skills.
Definitely not. If I died tomorrow, you wouldn't know how to do anything in any of the 4 businesses that we own.
This is why I'm calling it sick. This is exactly it.
I'm cashing in my life insurance. You'll be fine.
Ugh.
It is crazy that we're doing this. It's weird for us to do.
It's different.
But I think it's a good different.
Yeah, it's great different.
This is the most fun part of our day.
Everybody always needs a change. Yeah, because this is the wind down part.
Yeah.
I come home, I got a funny story.
Every day.
I can't wait to tell you.
Every
I don't
day.
even call you on the phone because I want to tell you when I get back.
There's so much shit that we call each other all day long for, though.
Hey, this happened.
You're not gonna believe this
shit. Can't make it up. Literally.
Dude, in the last 10 years, though, like, we are just a magnet to bad shit always happening, but no one would ever know it. And I think that's how we get by. But...
And I'm sure a lot of you that are watching this or listening probably have some comments to chime in about.
I guess we'd love to hear them. We can drop the email.
Absolutely.
And see if anybody writes in, if you guys have any questions for us or like things you want us to touch on or if we've experienced. That'd be kind of dope. We're always into talking about life and getting deep. This isn't just a service level podcast, I feel. So we'd love to see some feedback from like our friends and our family
Love it, absolutely.
or anyone watching. Just, yeah, we'll drop that email below and then you guys can write in and maybe we'll do like an entry of the week for each episode towards the tail end, so we'll see what we get. But I don't know, the last 10 years have been wild. I don't think a lot of people, I mean, maybe people can gather it now. We're both pretty heavily tattooed, and I met you while you were tattooing, and
yeah, it's kind of a crazy story, really. I
mean, 80% of what you've done on me is from back then. Time has just flown.
It really is. It's literally like, just like you say all the time. I mean, we met each other and it was spent every day since then, literally every day.
You straight moved in with me and my mom.
Just moved in. I was like, hey, here's my stuff, and I don't have much, but I'm here to stay. And that's where I've been for the last 10 years. I mean, we bounced around, but it's been so great, You can't even understand. You can't even explain that feeling, really. It's like
it just clicked.
Yeah.
Everything just clicked. But at the beginning, nobody believes that. Like, I asked for your phone number.
Yeah, legit. Like
You're so mysterious.
Spaceman, literally just like, huh? Like the cat, huh?
I was like, dude, is this kid gonna make a move? Like, does he want to hang out? Does he want to do anything?
Huh? Literally.
Dude, straight, I was coming to the shop for like a good couple months before I asked for your number, which you ghosted me a couple times.
Yeah.
And then you'd
I'm that guy.
Then you'd hit me with the what's up 2
Yo.
weeks later.
Hey, what are you doing?
And I'd be so excited to be like, oh, my whole life, I gotta put it on pause. This kid texts me back.
Yo, just hang on.
I don't think really everyone that we tell that story to, they find it, funny and almost not true at the same time. But
I mean, it is really hard to believe.
I know.
If you're listening to somebody and they're talking about that, you're just like,
Or the fact that you two met at a tattoo shop in like the most ghetto part of town that we live in. And then these two just get married and have the best relationship ever. It sounds so fucking fabricated, but it's not. It's not. And anyone that does know us personally, like, you know it and you feel it.
Yeah.
And if you hang out with us, we got like 4 friends, but if you hang out with us, you know it. It's just, we like to share that, and that's why a lot of the ventures that we have done have been like that, has been our base.
Yeah.
Tattooing has been the base of our entire relationship.
It really has. I mean, we've always touched on it at some point in our relationship. Even though it's been 10 years, we've always come back to it at some point in time and really reflect on it. Really, we take whatever it was we talked about last time or we did last time and we perfect it. And we've just been going on with that.
I know. We get a lot of, do you guys tattoo? Or one or the other. And it's funny because we don't post anything on social media about it. We don't post that you do it. I've learned through the years, I just have never said I've done it. I tattooed you and that's it.
Yeah.
Just small little
She's
things.
good too. Like good.
Like, no, we can do simple outlines and script, that's about it. But I'm flattered that I was able to learn, I'm flattered that I've learned a lot from you over the years, and I think growing, not only individually, but together is something that we always touch on.
Yeah, I mean, we've learned so much together, not just like one or the other. Dude, we've literally, whatever we've went for or tried to tackle or whatever, it's always been together. It's never been like, hey, I'm going to go do this. And then the other person's like, what about me? Nah, man, it's just been straight tight.
Yeah, we've grown up together. I mean, for me, my 20s have been spent with you, and that's a really vulnerable and just like a different time for people. I feel like that's when
A lot of change.
Yeah.
A lot of change happens. Just like you said, growing up.
Yeah.
You're growing up.
I feel like I've done a little bit more growing up than you, although like you have grown over the years because you've done a lot of the things that I didn't get to go through, before me.
I mean, yeah.
But there's been new too.
Yeah, and that's just it. Like I have more fun now going through this stuff together than I think I ever did doing this stuff on my own. Because really, when you think about it, I mean, yeah, you're doing it for yourself and yada yada, but why wouldn't you want to do it with somebody? I mean, that just makes it twice as good, right?
It does, for sure.
You know what I mean?
It's also nice to know at the end of the day, like no matter what, or even during your day, that you don't ever have to worry about that other person when you have a bond like you and I do. Like we had literally nothing from each other. We talk about everything. Even if it's good or if it's bad, we're mature enough to have an actual conversation about it and maybe try to understand where that person's coming from. We have our locations on every fucking device. I mean, there is nothing that's not Bree and Mike.
I mean, that's just us, though. Like, if a lot of you do know us and how tight we are and how close we are all the time, but, for those of you who don't know, yeah, I couldn't see myself without her, ever. I get up in the morning, and the worst thing I have to do is say, see you later.
Yeah.
And then I'm so excited to get back up. But my days are so long, so it's just like,
I know.
should I have called in sick?
I try to get him to call in sick all the time, but his boss never lets him.
Yeah. Fuck that guy. What a jerk.
The boss is me, but
Yeah.
even though I hate being called that.
It's tough, And that's another thing that people wouldn't know. We really, aren't the real attention seeking, I guess, if you want to call it that. Whatever you want to call it. Flashy attention seeking, whatever. People call us boss all the time, and it's kind of, at first, the first month was like, yeah, that's cool, man, I'm the boss, right? And then years in, you're like, are you sure? No, you're the boss. I think that guy is over there.
Anyone but us.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that we don't still like it. It's just something that we don't need to be called. We're here doing something. We're putting in an effort, just like our employees do, and the people that work alongside us, which we're very grateful for. And we couldn't be any more happy to have those people help us and guide us to where we are now.
Yeah, we don't really talk about that a whole lot, about the people that are actually behind the scenes of how we do what we do. And I feel like a lot of people have like a preconceived notion that we're just lucky with the things that we've gotten, that we didn't really have to put in a lot of effort. But what a lot of people also don't know is that we didn't have any money in the very beginning of our relationship. It took us a good 5-6 years.
Dude, returning cans. I mean, dude, couldn't even
Scrapping.
afford to. We took scrapping. Like, we have literally done everything that you could think of to get a penny or a dollar or something like that. And you know what? I think that's really the fruit of it. I think I really do, because
It's funny now.
yeah, we can laugh about it now, but those are some hard times, and for us to not only be learning, growing, going through that time, but I think that's what made us us.
Yeah, I got the funniest story when we would go and scrap in the middle of the night. I don't know if a lot of people know what scrapping is, so I feel like we have to explain it, but it's just basically taking back scrap metal that you find all over God's green earth, and you take it to a plant and they give you money for it. You can take grills, you can take tires.
Oh, you can't take tires, that's rubber.
Well, the wheels.
Well, yeah. Same difference.
What else? You got copper.
Anything. Wire. Spare parts. Old parts. Anything. You name it. Some junk you found on the road. Junk in
Metal.
the trunk. Anything.
You take it back, but we would drive around and we were so desperate. It was to the point where we were thinking of stealing people's grills out of their yards because we didn't have any money. And dude, we didn't have money for rent. Homegirl got her car repossessed. My mom was pissed.
Oh, yeah.
She co-signed.
Things
Tanked our credit.
Things that people have no idea. I'm sure, and a lot of you will probably chime in again and be like, yo, that happened to me. Well, that shit's crazy, because I didn't think it would ever happen, right? And that's how it always is. Dude, return scrap. I mean, what else did we do? Jesus.
You tattooed in the kitchen.
Kitchen,
all those people out there that got
kitchen
tattooed.
magician. Here, right here.
They got tattooed my mug in my mom's kitchen because we
Bruh.
lived with my mom in an unfinished basement too. No
With
one
a
knows
bat.
that.
With a bat.
Like, no, not a baseball bat, a bat that flies
bat.
around. Holy shit!
And the
That's,
fucking thing
he died.
died. It got stuck to a glue trap. We found it one day when we were moving out. I was like, holy, are you fucking, really? A bat? No wonder we're fucked. Literally.
Dude.
I cannot. But literally, if anybody, no offense, but if anyone really wants to think that we didn't, work ourselves up and go through the struggles, man, we really did. Nothing was handed to us. We definitely went through the motions, and
Yeah, definitely some tough ones.
something, and we'll probably, obviously, we'll
Still
touch
going
base
through
on
it.
this. We'll touch base on this in another episode, so stay tuned.
With the struggles that we entail, but I don't know, I feel like the struggles that we have gone through, a lot of other people have gone through too, or
Yeah.
maybe they're going through now and they're not sure,
What to do?
because I feel like it's 10 times worse now. Obviously, FJB at this point,
Yeah.
but inflation. And everyone's calling in sick to work. No one wants to go to work.
That's all they do. Call in sick.
But no, the last 10 years have been full of it. A lot of good moments too, like not just
Yeah.
the struggles.
Oh, bad. Man, we've had some hilarious times.
We've taken memorable trips that we've scrounged pennies to take. We got married and engaged, like that was a really big one.
Yeah. Yo, I gotta touch base on a memorable trip. Fucking. We get together, we're not together that long.
No, maybe
think so.
like
And we're like, yo,
6 months, maybe.
let's go to Florida. Fuck it. I don't like planes. I don't like flying. Any of you guys listening, if you don't like that shit, what's up? I ain't doing it. So we drive, right? I want to be Billy Badass, so I take my pickup truck. Gotta impress the girl, right? Make it all the way there. We have a great trip down. It's a great trip. The whole trip was awesome. In the future episode, we'll touch base on it a little more. But if anyone knows me, I like to push the envelope with everything.
You break
Yeah,
everything.
Everything with a motor or wheels, I'm your guy. I'll break it, run it, push it to the limit. Anyways, so we're on our way back, or we're attempting to come back. And I'm like, I don't even know what I was doing.
I don't know.
I did something. I was maybe going fast.
We were trying to get to a Krispy Kreme.
I don't even know. Anyways, the damn belt broke. And I got this cobbled together truck, and I'm ping ponging all around South Florida trying to figure out where I can find this special pulley and this special belt because I had special things on my special truck.
The boy got it.
Yeah, the boy got it. Anyways, so I'm having a fucking meltdown. I ain't even with this girl that long. First impression, man, this kid's fucked. What's wrong with him?
I just sat there and let you do your thing. What else was I gonna do?
Dude. Anyways, we got it fixed. Made it all the way back home. Sweating bullets. But honestly, wouldn't trade it for the world. It was the best trip I think of. Best trip of my life this far. Hands down. My favorite time.
It was so.
My absolute favorite time.
We had no money either, and
Yeah,
we
we
stayed
didn't-
at this dumpy ass Days Inn, and I was so thrilled because I got it for like $40 a night. It was like $37 a night, and I was like, "Yo, we saved so much money." But the air conditioner broke in there, and there was a pool of water on the
Dude,
carpet.
I get up to one morning, and we stayed there all week, mind you. Okay, so I get up I think it was the first morning, maybe second morning. 2 inches of fucking water. And I don't like wet feet. If anybody knows me, I don't like to be cold for one, and I don't like wet feet. I'm a little wuss.
The bathroom looked like somebody got murdered in it.
It's funny.
But now, the true glow up. Shout out to Jose. We can stay at the Ritz Carlton. or sometimes we do Four
Thanks, Jose.
Seasons.
You're the man.
Yeah, Jose,
Literally.
what's up? Can never do it without him. Everybody thinks that we paid $1,300 a night for a hotel room.
This boy ain't got it. Ain't.
No, but for real, we don't have to worry about it. too much now, but really starting from the bottom and coming up, and we're still trying to figure out how to get to that next level. We're never the people that are just happy being at a level, and some people are, and that's fine. You know, the people that work their 9 to 5s or go to college to get their dream job, and they stay exactly where they are for the next 20, 30, 40 years, but that's not us.
Yeah, yeah, everything we've tried, we've found that just isn't us, and we're always striving for the next thing, and we'll continue to do that.
Yeah.
We'll never not do that. That's just who we are.
I know. In the 10 years that we've been together, the people that do know me personally, I wanted to try so many different things. I wanted to be a vet, because my dog Leo really made me fall in love with animals, and I was like, I can help all of them. Wanted to be a vet. I wanted to be in sales. I wanted to be in dental. I've done any managerial position out there.
But so good. Literally, everything that you've tried, you've been good at.
Yeah.
But you found that it just wasn't your thing.
No, it's not that I couldn't do the job. It's just I get very bored easy, and if there's no room for me to keep going, then that's just kind of a deterrent for me to stay. And then, not going to college right out of high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and then
Who does?
just jumping into, a retail job that I loved for that amount of time, and in working, I think it was best for me to do that. And it's not like that for everyone to do that, but I think it worked out for me because then now where I'm at in my life, I figured out what I want to do and what I want to go to school for, and I'm doing that. So hopefully we go to law school next year this time.
Word.
Then you can retire,
Yeah.
and I'll be your sugar mom.
Absolutely. You hear that, you guys? Come on. Who doesn't want that?
But no, I feel like a lot of people are in that boat of you never truly know what you want to do with your life. Like you're just going through the motions, but when you actually find what you love and what you want to do, it's later in life. It's not early.
Nah, look at me, man. I'm 30, dude.
38 years
Listen,
old, start podcast.
I thought. You know what at first I thought? I wanted to be a comedian. Fucking every night. Kitchen table. Any of my family will definitely agree with this. Pull my joke book out. What's up? Wouldn't even eat dinner. Jokes. Fucking wanted to be a comedian so bad. And look where I'm at, everyone. Not
Oh, I think you're funny.
a comedian.
You are to me.
I could be. Anyways. And then, my list is pretty extensive too, man. I thought I was going to be a professional motocross rider. Did that for a little bit.
Amateur tattoo
I'm
artist.
an amateur. Who's... I can't say that, can I?
Can't say it now.
Bummer.
Everyone's too sensitive.
Anyways. But yeah.
It's been a ride.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like it's a little bit of a backstory to get everybody going, and
Yeah.
we can pick a different topic every week to touch upon. But that's pretty much us in a nutshell
Yeah.
in the last 10 years.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
Not yet.
Too soon?
Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky. I'm very happy.
We're both lucky, everyone.
Um,
We're both lucky.
We're both very lucky. I couldn't have asked whatever being is out there. I don't know if anyone believes in God or doesn't, or whatever the case may be, but whatever being is out there that has some sort of control or puts people in the right spots, I couldn't be more thankful that he put me in that position to meet you in the weirdest of places, nonetheless. But I don't know, just sitting here thinking about 10 years that's gone by, it's definitely puts you in your feels, you know?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It just seems like forever, but not at the same time, you know? so much longer to go.
When you have forever, 10 years is nothing.
That's right.
It's never enough time.
Well said.
We'll leave them with that, and we thank everyone who tuned in or listened.
Thank you guys.
We really appreciate the support as we start this new venture, and like I said, we'll drop the email below, and if you guys want to, comment or give us some questions to talk about, we'd be really appreciative of it. And we love you guys for being here.
Yeah. Peace out.
Call in sick tomorrow. Bye.
See ya.